Today you're going to see something magical. Miners turning into loons for a 3-star. What? So this is actually the first hit on the base. Now there was a scout done on using scout with a Town Hall 9 using this strategy, and so Ashraf York himself, Michael himself, York, comes in here using the Queen Walk. Wall breakers, 15 of them, mind you, plus the miners. Now, with the tweak here, you're going to realize, even though this came down close, it was attacked a couple times and it got really close using this strategy, sometimes you need to go and get rid of those miners. Throw them under the bus, throw them in the dirt because they're no longer needed. Now, why are you bringing this Queen Walk? Well, look at the value. Look at the value. Kind of, interesting base design, but not the greatest. I mean, it dropped. I mean, you have all 3 Expos. Now, maybe if you had an Inferno over here, but then, obviously the Expos would have more value. But look at these wall breakers here coming in hot. He brought so many that he had a couple up here go off track, but then he had enough wall breakers left, and he's going to wall break open this inner core, and here comes the final wall breakers, and look at that. Perfectly executed, and they're going to break over there. He hits 2 splits, but thankfully he opened up the inner core. And again, we'll speed this up. It is going to be a fail. And then we'll show you kind of the final on the La Loon portion. Look at this value go. Look at the value though. That's amazing value for the Queen, but on the back end, just too much firepower. Just not quite enough firepower for his miners. I mean, King is doing some outside side tanking, but too many archer towers. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All those archer towers, cannons, Teslas. The miners cannot withstand it all. They got held up, even under heal. It could not get the job done. So, again, valiant try, a good try, pretty close, and we hit it before it was close as well, so that's why we hit it. We hit it again, tried to make some tweaks because, look at that. We brought some bowlers at 10 o'clock one time, but it just didn't work out in the end. So I have to give props because Groovy Tony, Timetell Tony, the guy you saw in the video the other day, decided, okay, forget that. We're going to bring in my beautiful loons and hounds. Now, I actually love this because look, see how these air defenses, look, they protect both, all these archer towers are going to be locked onto the hound when they enter that section. So what that means is the loons will be able to stay up and stay alive. Same Queen Walk, you notice, exact same Queen Walk. He did drop the Valkyrie because he realized he didn't need to. You know what, guys? I've been noticing the Wizard has some serious AI issues. I'm hoping Supercell will fix that because that AI should have gone to the mortar, but it stepped in further. Have y'all noticed that? Because it's certainly happening a lot. The Wizard steps too far in. It doesn't register. Anyways, Groovy Tony using a beautiful attack here. And again, same sort of principle, same sort of wall break. Now this time he actually opened up this compartment because see this air defense, it was still up. We're going to speed through that section, but you see, if this air defense drops, then the wall breakers will go to the expo compartment. But because this air defense is up and he put the wall breakers kind of here, they're going to go on this corner. So again, if you want to, let me pause it. If you wanted to break open this wall right here, to guarantee it, you need to get this air defense down because the wall breakers love that corner. And that's kind of just pathing. And the previous attack, they did split off. It was kind of fortunate, but on this one, it didn't. So anyways, he opened up this kind of bottom section, which in the end, honestly, I don't think he was intending to. I think he was intending to break open a queen, but it's actually better that she did walk on the outside. And the reason I say that is because she wasn't stuck on this wall and she was able to get this Inferno Tower. Now, he might have meant to make the change in the moment to come bring her outside. I don't know. It seemed like he did try to get her here because he sent some wall breakers there, just not quite enough. So it doesn't matter though. In the end, it worked out. His pathing worked out very nice because now the queen can get down that Inferno Tower, and that's very critical. So one Inferno Tower down, and then the other one he's going to La Loon into it. So very nicely done. King pathing right to the enemy queen. There goes the Inferno Tower, and she's going to get some sweepers as well. Here comes the Hound, and he's got a Hound in the CC. Here's the hasted spells. Of course, you don't want to put your loons all the way up here. You want to get this Wizard Tower down so they then go to the Inferno Tower. But look at this. You see how all these Archer Towers are locked onto the Hounds? Look at that, guys. Notice he doesn't before. These Archer Towers are really not doing anything. Not doing a lot of damage because these Hounds are tanking for 5, 6 Archer Towers. So that is, well, we just broke the base, right? I mean, if you didn't see this attack and couldn't be able to pull it through, of course, he cracked the base. He smashed it with a couple tweaks, and, I'm sure it held up with FCs, but that base, yeah, not the greatest in my opinion. I mean, a solid base. It held off 3 attacks, right? So I guess it did its job to some degree. But Groovy Tony, thank you for showing us how to turn miners into loons, and I appreciate it. Very cool. Time Tell Phony, you did not Time Tell Phony. Time Tell Tony, General Tony. No, Groovy Tony himself, you did not fail this time. I missed him on the Spartans recap. Somehow I skipped over his base, but very nice attack. I appreciate it, showing all of us how to do that trick. Thanks again for watching. Please subscribe, please share. I'd appreciate it. And see you next time, my friends. Halo out.